If you don't have your gifts sorted, I know the last thing on your mind is finding out what you're going to be having for Christmas dessert. So I'm still feeling patriotic, and I'm going to show you and share with you a true Kiwi classic. We always have this around Christmas time. It's super delicious. It's Pavlova, a meringue cake that's an ultimate showstopper. There's so many variables that can go wrong, and if you decide to make a Pavlova without this guide, you'll smoke a whole pack of cigarettes within the first 20 minutes. However, I have all the variables sorted for you. You can follow this guide at any time and be confident that you'll whip up a Pavlova effortlessly. So kick back, relax, and enjoy the video. Please bear with me. We need a mixing bowl and 2 other bowls, okay? We're cracking our eggs into here, separating the yolks, putting into here, and then pouring the whites into here. And that's just to check the quality of our eggs, because if you get 5 eggs through, you get a rotten one, you have to throw the whole thing away. Oh my God, first one gets shells. All good. I like to crack them all in and then just separate the yolks. You can go through the process of tipping it between the shells and that, but too long. Honestly, I'll just get my hand in. I'm doing one at a time to show you guys. You just get your hand in, just like that. And you see that groupie bit? You just want to like squeeze your fingers like this to cut it. Because if you're like, oh no, I don't want to make Pavlova, it's too much wastage. Guys, we can make the tastiest custard. We have our mixing bowl. Please use a clean tea towel and wipe that clean. Clean tea towel, wipe it clean. Just wipe it, bro. Bowl's clean, our egg whites go in onto our mixer. Get your attachment. We're putting this on medium speed. Set your timer for 5 minutes and leave it be. Hey Siri, timer 10 minutes. Oh, 5 minutes. What the hell? Once that 5 minutes is up, we're adding the sugar a third at the time. And when you add the first third, you count to yourself 30 seconds. Just count to 30, add the next third, and then the next third. We're going for another 5 minutes mixing on medium high speed. We're done for the mixing part. We need to add our stabilizers now. So I've got cornstarch and vinegar. We're mixing this for a further 30 seconds. Time's up, time's up. This is how we want our meringue to be. I urge you to do this in your own house. Like chuck it above your head, let it do a backflip. This is how confident you need to be in your meringue. All right, get your baking sheet. Using some of the meringue as glue for each of the 4 corners. We need to create a border for our meringue. So I've got a mixing bowl. You can use like a cake tin as a guide as well. Anywhere between 8 to 10 inches. And this is a food safe pen. And then we're just placing our meringue within the boundary. And you just need to be careful because it's sticky, man. That's why we have to glue it down. I like to do a little bit at a time and then just kind of like shape the base. Anyway, once we have the base, we can chuck the rest on. Once the Pavlova is relatively level on top, we don't want to be working too slow. We're changing our spatula to this position, going around the boundary, just kind of like pushing it back in, much like those family members who give us a bit of a hard time. And then if you assert your boundaries, like you are to the Pavlova, you're gonna come out delicious. And then we're going up and creating a bit of a pattern. Trying not to come too concaved. We're just like going straight up. This is how my Pavlova is looking so far. You totally can chuck in the oven like this. However, I like getting a spoon and just continuing to do that pattern, just to create a little bit more peaks, a little bit more texture that will get crispy in the oven. Then just going through and with the back of the spoon, making these little spikes. I love this. What you gotta understand is all of this is texture and it will go crispy in the oven. You can see, super shiny, super delicious. It's got good height. Chuck this directly in the oven and immediately turn the heat down to between 100 and 110 Celsius. That's literally the hardest part done. Set a timer for hour 30, just check it, but overall cook time will be in the description. I'm risking my entire pav just to show you a bit of what it looks like. It should be slightly yellow and it should touch it. You should touch it and it forms like a bit of a crust on top, on the sides. It shouldn't really feel gummy like that, but don't do what I've done. It's just to show you guys. Immediately turn the oven off. Let it sit in the oven overnight. We do not touch it. We do not open the oven until tomorrow. Every good dessert takes some time to chill out overnight. Let it relax, do its thing. We'll see how our pav's looking. First thing you'll notice is the color's changed. It's gone a little bit orangey brown, and that's just the crust developing. Looks pretty awesome. I'll give you a close-up. Now, one thing that people really get twisted is they go for like a pavlova that doesn't crack. Me, I love my pavlovas cracked because it just ensures that the outer crust is crispy and delicious. If your pavlova cracks, don't worry about it. Pavlova is texture. You have the outer crust and then you have the soft marshmallowy insides. Oh, and this is how I do cakes and just thickly baked stuff. I have a massive container like this. I take the lid off. We're gonna put the pav on here. It should naturally just want to peel off, but just be careful. Because like at the end of the day, it is like still real fickle. It's real sensitive. It's got a whole lot of emotions. But once we peel the baking paper off, this is our pavlova. Look at that. You can go around, throw it around. Oh, it's taken so long. The bottom should be delicious. Like, just look at that. Hold on, no. Now, I can show you guys. This is what it looks like. Textured, delicious. Look at that. L, his cake, my cake. And then once we got this thing can break apart like anything. All good. I've got a whole lot of fissures now doing that pavlova backflip, but that's just to show everyone who's tried this recipe, and if yours crack in the oven, that truly does not matter, okay? If it flops, if it just goes like this, then it's bad, but if it cracks, not much of a big deal, don't worry about it. Our pav's pretty much done, so all we gotta do now is make a whipped cream. Once it gets a little bit frothy, we're gonna add a heaped tablespoon of icing sugar. I'm going to. Once it starts looking like this, a bit velvety, go in with a tablespoon of vanilla, and then just keep going until soft peaks. You know your cream's done when you lift your hand mixer up and you'll have some cream on your beaters. You've literally just seen my pavlova do a backflip, so you already know what time it is. Double check that you're subbed up. You're going to comment below whatever you want to see next and like up the video. Now, doing that backflip, I wouldn't recommend it for yourself, but what I typically do with my pavs, I get the back end of a spoon and I just crush the meringue on top. We're gonna start with our cream. And I don't like to go too crazy with the cream, but just enough that it's like a... Next, I have some passion fruit sauce here. It gives it a bit of a tart tang, which is just beautiful. It really complements the sweet meringue flavors. And make sure to get some on the crispy shell as well. Next up is strawberries. And honestly, use whatever seasonal fruits that you like. Blueberries are in season here in New Zealand, so on they go. And it's pretty much just find a place for them. And one thing that we almost always have with our pavs is some green kiwi fruit. They give you so much fragrance and aroma, as well as being a little bit tart themselves, that it's just beautiful with anything sweet. That is the pav, ignore that bit, that's backflip damage, but if you don't backflip it, you guys will have all of this to work with. But anyway, season it, use whatever seasonal fruits that you have. Have some delicious fruit sauce right there, and we're gonna get into the taste test. But I guarantee if you're British, if you're American, if you're even from the Philippines, you put a pavlova on your table, you're gonna think you're royalty. This moment right here will make or break my ego because I've been waiting hours and hours and hours. So, you guys let me know what you think. However, I think I'm just rock hard right now. A slice of pavlova, who's coming over? Oh me, oh my. You can't even begin to believe how ready I am right now. You've seen the little Tupperware hack. You just put this over the top, seal it, and then you can put this in your fridge or whatever. Shout out to my boy Al. He's got his cake. I've got my cake. Whose cake looks better? Mine or Al's? You already know I had to pull out the double portion. It's more like a triple portion, but I'm just looking at this, the crust, the texture, and comment down below whatever you want to see next. I'm getting sidetracked because this literally looks like a royal dessert. Like this looks like it's made for royalty. Oh, I'm so ready. Okay, thank you so much everyone for your support. This bite, just know, is always for you guys. No. All right, just serious. That just made me so happy. So fun, the difference in textures, the marshmallow in between, and you have the fruits. Just giving it a little bit more mana. If you follow this recipe, you can have the ultimate dream-like consistency you have in your mouth for Christmas. No, I'm gonna leave you all right there because I'm gonna go enjoy this. I'm gonna have another triple portion. Make sure you like up the video, comment down below whatever you want to see next. Christmas is literally right here. Make this for your table, share to your friends, family, get them to have a Kiwi Christmas. I'll catch you on the next one.